Warning: the following content may contain elements that are not suitable for some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Geoguessr. We are doing a coastal world today, and based on this sign, which looks Japanese, because I don't see any random characters, could be Chinese. I was going to say we have black sand beaches. I was going to guess somewhere around Hawaii. That changes fucking everything. This is to our east, so theoretically could be China. However, I don't see any copyrights down here, and China doesn't have official coverage. So if we were getting Chinese images, I'm thinking it's going to have to be somebody doing them, not necessarily a Google image. So I think that's fair and safe for us to now exclude China. However, that doesn't mean anything. We do have a bunch of characteristics. We can definitely see that it's not Korean. I think that's pretty clear, and the way the Japanese write, kind of, right here. I think it's safe. We gotta guess the east coast of Japan. I don't know anything about Japan, man. This feels like a good spot outside of Sendai. Guys, I pronounce things weird, alright? It's part of being a New Yorker. We like to add vowels and syllables, and take away vowels and syllables. Like liver, L-I-V-E-R, you know, like your body part. In New York, it's liver. There's no E-R. You remove the E-R, and you add an A, L-I-V-A, liver. Done. Water. Everyone says water, W-A-T-E-R, right? Water. No, you fucking take away the T and the E, put a D and an A, remove the R. W-A-D-A, water. It's just how New Yorkers speak. There's nothing really else to it. So everything I say is going to sound weird. Trust me. I hear it in myself. I think it's weird too. I gotta say though, not finding anything. I was expecting, usually in Japan, we roam around for about 2 minutes and 50 seconds, and then about the last 10 seconds or so, we found a road number, maybe a telephone number. Now, Aphelion did cue us into the area codes, so if we do find a 0 and then a number after, we can better align ourselves with where in Japan we think we are. It may not be perfect, but the lower numbers, I believe, are south. So 0, 1 would be south, working our way up 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 9. Yeah, we didn't find anything this time around, though. Alright, not Japan. Ends up being Taiwan. Was there something that really sold it as Taiwan over Japan? Is it the characteristics? Because I believe Taiwan uses the same characteristics as China. I probably am wrong on that one. But was there anything that really sold it as Taiwan over Japan? Because I didn't find anything. We got more characteristics up here right away. Definitely. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, we could have been on the right-hand side that time, which would make sense, not being Japan. However, I didn't really look into that, and we didn't really find too many cars that we could have probably using to figure out where we are. But again, East Coast. Here's the boats out in the water on our east. Now we can go for the East Coast of Japan. If we're in Taiwan again, though, I'm gonna fucking kill somebody. You guys already know too. Watching it, you guys already know what round 2 is. So you guys might be laughing right now, be like, "Oh, he's gonna fucking freak out when it's Taiwan again." Don't worry, I won't disappoint. We do have a bus. I'm not getting any information off the bus. No, this feels Japan. It definitely does. If it's not fucking Japan, God help me. East Coast Japan. Let's go a little bit further south than our last guess. Because why the fuck not? Let's see. Can we find a phone number and use some of this information to our advantage? There's a good chance. Or there's also a good chance that we won't even find a street sign that we could read. However, we just found a church. No. Tsuskoa Shokai. I was hoping there was going to be a town name on there that we would be able to recognize. It's the first characteristics I'm able to kind of read and look at, but to no avail. This is an address, so we're in ESO. Maybe there's an ESO region. There probably is, but you all know how well I do with that kind of stuff. Nothing. Just give me a phone number, guys. That's all I want. I want to be able to use this newfound knowledge to my advantage. I don't think I've ever been able to do it yet. I don't even know if Affiliate's been able to do it yet. 7-Eleven. That doesn't fucking help. God damn it. You know, the Japanese there's the Japanese flag. Alright, we know for a fact we're in Japan. The Japanese are weird. I'm not trying to insult anybody, but guys, why do you have vending machines for fucking everything? Do you really hate talking to people that much that you'd rather deal with a vending machine to buy underwear? Like, come on. I think you could buy, like, full things of, like, alcohol from vending machines, too. I don't remember about that one. But one of the things that I enjoyed about South Korea when I was there, completely different topic. Trust me, just you'll follow along. They had these, like, claw machines, which a lot of people refer to as crane games, on the street corners, everywhere. And every single one had prizes of lighters. And I'm a bit of a pyromaniac. Alright, I like lighting things on fire, especially fireworks. These are all electric lighters that have a little copper ball hovering over the flame, and they're all butane, like, torch lighters. So whenever they heat up the copper, it changes the color of the flame to green. So, being like 16, I think I was like 16, I don't remember how old I was, I won like 15 of them. And going through customs was the biggest pain in the ass. Because you're not allowed to smoke on airplanes, obviously. And all the guy kept asking me was where my cigarettes were. I was like, I don't smoke. And he goes, no, nobody has this many lighters and doesn't smoke. I was like, you found them. Spoiler alert, I ended up going on to smoke, but been clean, quit, nicotine free for a few years now. Feels good. But God, man. What a day. But again, it was amazing just to once he was like, alright, you don't have any cigarettes? I was like, no, I don't have any cigarettes. He's like, alright, just fucking move. I saw the double A's back there. I was thinking Nordic, like Finland. I see the A with the umlauts. Doesn't really help us, but I'm still thinking a Nordic area, especially with the trees. Now that the store is over, we can get back to what's at hand. Parking. There's the Euro, so it's gotta be in the EU. I don't think... Which one is it? Is it Norway that isn't in it, or is it Finland that isn't in it? I think Sweden is. But that doesn't necessarily mean anything. You could use the Euro, I believe, and not be in the European Union. Hell, even Britain, even though they're going through that whole Brexit bullshit, they still use the pound over the EU. What is it called? Is it the EU? Is it just called the EU? What's the currency? Because it's not a pound. Fuck. I don't remember. Whatever. You guys know what I'm saying. You know, I can't fuck it up that much. Looked like flagpoles. It's a hotel. We're at a place called Narva. That doesn't fucking help us. If we see a red brick building, I know you guys are gonna freak out. I'm fucking switching my bet. Switching to fucking Sweden. But we're not finding anything. Let's just keep going. Maybe we'll get lucky. We'll find a website or a flag or just a red house somewhere in the middle of nowhere that you guys can freak the fuck out over. It'll be great. It'll be amazing. I just realized we're going for coastal and we're not on the coast. It looks like it's on our east. Here's some water. It looks like a river maybe. Makes more sense to go with Sweden. I don't know why, it just does. Let's return to start. It's over now. We're at a beach. It's kind of water to our north, kind of water to our north, water to our east. It's a kind of obviously it's a terrible guess right off the bat, right? Like that's all we're really relying on is the location of water. And then we know we're in a Nordic country. There's too many trees to guess too far north. That's kind of why we're sticking to the south. But that's it. If we get good score, we kind of got a good score. Wow, score. Ends up being Estonia, which I guess makes a little bit of sense. Literally on the border of Russia. So at one point we could have crossed in. I don't think we did. I think we just went like east and further east and didn't find anything. But not terrible. Obviously, if we found a red house, it would have justified me guessing there, but we did not. Alright, now we got the desert. Let's see, is that Hebrew? Looks Hebrew to me. Welcome to the what now? Welcome to the whatever. So Jerusalem, this is probably the Dead Sea. Well, not the Dead Sea, the Mediterranean Sea. Or it could be the Dead Sea, I suppose. But we gotta be where they speak Hebrew. And that's the only place I know where they speak Hebrew. We do have some flags here, which doesn't help us one bit, because here's the Ukraine, and here's Russia. What the fuck is going on? And then there's the flag of Israel. What? Guys. What? Stop. Just have... I'm gonna go with this because of the Hebrew. Alright? That's it. We're gonna pretend that these flags right here, the Ukrainian and the Russian, don't fucking exist. The border is to our south. I don't know what this green flag is. It's definitely Hebrew, and then it's English, and then it looks like it's Arabic. For whatever fucking reason. Dead Sea, probably best bet. That's the only one in Jerusalem, and it looks like it doesn't look like it's an actual water source. Well, I mean, like, it's a water source, but not like an ocean. Could be the Mediterranean. The Mediterranean's rather large, but we have a guess between the Dead Sea and the Mediterranean. Or do we do it? Because it's south of us, right? And there's not much on the coast of Israel where we could guess a water source, unless we go up here, go for the Sea of Galilee. There's that, or there's the Dead Sea. There's no south strip, because we're facing south on the Mediterranean. Best bet, probably the Dead Sea. I don't know why, it just probably is. It doesn't look like we're at the max either. Let's see if we can see where it rounds. We can. Pretty far out, so we're probably closer down here. God, I fucking hope I'm right. Now we gotta wonder why we're seeing Russian flags and the Ukraine. I'm sure we're gonna find other flags on the journey. Is it more or less just a touristy location? Maybe. Orchid Eilat? Is this the name of the town? Is there a town called Orchid over here? No, there's a town called Avnet that hopefully we're in. Please. Nothing. And then here's probably the last time we're gonna find, if we can even look. We cannot. And it ends up being a lot further south, which might make sense, on the tip of the Gulf of Aguaba, in a place called Eilat Coral Beach. Still in Israel, so we were correct about where we were. It's just the wrong place of it. I wonder, because I know West Bank is pretty bad right now, right? It's pretty violent area. Same with the Gaza Strip. I wonder if they even have coverage of the Dead Sea. But 154 miles, we're not doing great. I think that's pretty evident. Yellow divided line makes me think United States, maybe Canada. I wonder, are we missing clues? I can't wait to watch Philion's version. I think I just saw the Canadian flag, actually. There it is. There she blows. Okay, somewhere in Canada. Let's go for a Great Lake. It's the best chance, because the water is south of us, and there's an island. Doesn't really mean too much. Here's another Canadian flag if you needed it. Just in case you missed the first one, I suppose. What? Hold Okay. A woman walking her baby. I could have fucking sworn it was a dude dressed up like a clown. That would have been amazing. Alright? There's some interesting things that have been found through Google Maps. I doubt any of them are on Geoguessr. Mostly because a lot of the maps we do play are hand-picked locations. Makes sense that we wouldn't find too much of anything. A community garden. I was hoping I was going to have a name. You know, if you find like a weird thing, you're going to probably remove it. Beaver Harbor and Grand Manan. We can try and look at the shape. Right? It's not Alberta. It's not British Columbia. Saskatchewan is one. Guys, I'm going to pronounce everything different every time. Manitoba, no. Ontario, no. Quebec, maybe. No, like none of them. None of these fit that. So 176, Beaver Harbor. With a U. With a U. Makes me feel like we have to go over to the French side. If you guys didn't know, the United States removed like all U's from words after O's. For whatever fucking reason. 778, not over here as far as I can tell. Probably going to be in the wrong area. It happens. Damn it. Just keep on moving. Keep on trucking. Wellington Road. ET Mechanical. Usually those have something like Manitoba, Ontario. Something along those lines where we're able to really determine what state we're in Canada. Those did not. Charlotte County, East Main Street, heated. Yeah, it's like, if I knew where Charlotte County was, awesome. I don't. If it said Manitoba, if it said Ontario, Saskatchewan. I'm going to pronounce everything wrong again. We're out of time. Middle of Quebec. And it ends up being New Brunswick. Is that really what New Brunswick? The sign for New Brunswick? 778 here, 778. We would have never found Beaver Harbor. But everything was like within like 200 miles besides Japan. First Japan guess, maybe like 300. So I mean, it's not like we did terrible, but we didn't did anything like remotely close at all. And you guys almost got a perfect score. I fucking suck. Feeling like coming in first place with the almost perfect score ends up being third location, third guess, which I believe was that Japan. Second time around, but 521 yards, well meters, 571 yards. Followed by Screenshot the World, who wasn't too far behind. Martin at 20,500. Coast Jonathan at 19.4. Your boy at 17.6, and then Tapper's T 15. Guessing complete wrong side of Canada. That's what did you in. We didn't do bad. Coastal, I believe, is 13.5 for the average. So I mean, look at these scores comparing from the average. Like, you guys are fucking ridiculous. I gotta find out how to beat you guys. We gotta get that like once and for all, like just solidified, sold, got it, you know. But it does look like most people didn't guess Taiwan. Looks like it was only Affiliate and Screenshot. So what was it that sold it to you? That's what I want to ask you both. You both don't need to respond. Affiliate probably will. But what was it that gave it away that it was Taiwan over Japan? Because it looks like I'm not the only one who needs that kind of help. But thank you all so much for being here. I do hope you all enjoyed, and we'll see you all tomorrow. I do gotta say, we have to record tomorrow's video early. It looks like I'm not getting a break tomorrow because people are awesome. So we're gonna record at 10 a.m. Eastern. So I'm giving you guys heads up. You're gonna have 4 hours less than normal, which shouldn't be too bad. But if you guys were thinking about doing this and it's already past 10 o'clock, I'm sorry. But we'll see you all tomorrow for another episode. Have a good rest of your day. And bye.